Hi, I'm Bristol. Recently, I've been involved in a research project on AI native organizations. And before I introduce my findings in the book, The Living Organization, I'd like to share a report from Microsoft 2026 Work Trend Index. And that just very much resonate with my findings. Here, I like to use a few minutes to go through the reports, just share some thoughts here. I'm sure this is a feeling you already know. AI now writes your summaries, builds your decks, and mines your data in seconds. So why do so many capable people still feel more anxiety and not less? This I call the gap, the widening distance between what our tools can do and what our organizations can observe. Here, two numbers that should generate our awareness. 67% of the blockers are organizational. Only 32% are individual, according to the research done by Microsoft. They surveyed 20,000 knowledge workers across 10 markets. The scarce resource is no longer AI skill or talent, it's organization form itself. Here you can see the original chart from Microsoft that the organizational factors, culture, manager support, talent practices account for 2 times more AI's real impact, which is 67%, compared to individual mindset and behavior. So, in other words, we strapped jet engines to horse-drawn carriages, then acted surprised when the carriage shook itself apart. The engine was never the problem, the carriage was. We see that technology removes the constraint, the organization became the binding one. Here we see many workers are already embracing AI. They are ready, but their organizations aren't. Roughly 1 in 5 workers are in the frontier zone, where individual capability and organizational readiness reinforce each other. About 1 in 10 are blocked, skilled workers in companies that aren't yet caught up. About half of all workers sit in the emergent zone in between. What does that say is that we see blocked agency, meaning the knowledge worker who can use AI to improve efficiency but do not have the authority. That's what it says, blocked agency. These are people, probably your best people, fluent, motivated. They see a better way clearly, but are forbidden to act on it. In my book, I call this distrust tax. This is a process could be automated, but they lack the authorization. An agent could deliver it, but the data is scattered. Feedback could auto-sort itself, but there's no governance. In my book, I quote a leader called May. After 2 months of meetings, every stakeholder nodding, not one willing to put their name to a decision. Her idea didn't die from opposition, it died from diffusion. And she started to wonder what my work is even for. So Microsoft's report just measured May's exhaustion across 20,000 people. So 65% fear falling behind if they don't adapt. 45% say it feels safer to keep doing things the old way. And 13% says they are rewarded for reinventing how they work with AI. Only 13%. People optimize for what gets recognized. And organizational design is incentive design. Here, what's really driving impact? Again, coming back to the number, that should bring our awareness to our organization, our culture, managers, and talent practices. It drives 2 times impact. So the future of the middle layer, it's not a threat to the middle. It can be an upgrade from author, editor, from director to orchestrator. The question is no longer how many people do you manage, but how many agent teams you can orchestrate. So the final word, the same AI can push dignity and authority to the edge. The technology doesn't choose, we do.